Hey y'all, it's Bunny and welcome to Kolor. So I'm just gonna do a quick intro into this video. This is the um, Little Mermaid page from the Dark Fairytales, Kerby Rosanes book, right? Um, so I did this with pencil. I believe this is Fabre Castell Goldfaber brand. I think it's the 48 count. Um, and I was excited about it, and then I'm not super happy with the fiber. Actually, not that I'm not happy with it. Um, they are not as fast as, say, a Prismacolor. They're not bad. They're just not as fast, but they do go down pretty well. Um, and also I'm very much into painting right now. So the length of time it takes to do with pencils, I should. I'm starting to think that when I do pencil, it should be on a more simpler page, and then I leave my painting for more detailed pages. But then that still doesn't work because sometimes you really got to go in there. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. This was with Faber Castell pencils. Okay, and then the reason I'm rambling about this is because I ended up not being very happy with this page. It was a lot. It quickly got away from me, and I didn't have a cohesive theme for this. Like, I don't plan out my pages, and so I think that hindered me on this one. I think if I had went in there with a plan and maybe even chose some of the colors beforehand, even though I did know that I wanted to make Ursula um, purple and darker, I didn't have a clear plan on that, and it showed. So towards the end of this video, it's gonna look incomplete, but it's finished. I'm not going back. I'm not finishing anything. I'm not doing any finishing touches. By the time I was at the end of this page, I was over it. So yeah, but I was doing this for Mermaid, but I didn't finish it in time to finish it in May. But I did finish it earlier in June. I'm just now getting around to actually posting this video. But anyway, I do like aspects of this page, and I obviously am a big fan of Kirby's. So and I really like the book, and so I will be doing more in the book. I'm just going to have to really put it in my mind that I need to take my time with this. So maybe do 2 pages at a time, where this is something I come to. This book is something I come to when I have the time to really sit down and just give it my attention, and then do simpler pages to give me a break from whatever page in this book I will be working on. But anyway, um, that is it. And I will see you all in the next video. in this area, I wanted to come in and show you all that I had made up these these color card names, like these the name of the pencils on like paper to show y'all what colors I was using. Y'all, I quickly abandoned that. One, as you can see, it is not that visible on the camera. And two, I don't know how people can remember to change the card with every color that they're using. I may try to do this again, and I will probably end up with bigger cards than the ones that I had because they were too small and I just wasn't feeling it. So I abandoned that. I abandoned that kind of quickly. I will try it again if, because I do think maybe you all would want to see the colors that I'll use. Uh, but for this particular page and for like the next some of the other videos that I've done that I just haven't posted yet, they don't have the cards. I am so sorry, but it was a hassle to remember to change the card. And then like I didn't have the, you see it's being held on by yarn because I couldn't find the ring I wanted to have. It was a whole mess. But I did try it. And I'll probably try it again in future videos. But I just wanted to come on and let you know that I'm not sure how long I did this for, if it's for the rest of this video or not. But yeah, I tried.